What up, everyone? Today we're gonna do a quick. Quick. It's gonna take a bit of time to talk about some of my rarest slash expensive CDs in my collection. I did not grab every one of them. I got like way too much, but I kind of tried to get the one that were like and like flash. Like those ones. I know that I got more that are valuable, but I grabbed these one for start. There's some emo and post-hardcore for the one that like this genre of music. There's also the metal and stuff like that. And some of them I was really surprised because not that long ago, I looked at them and I was like, these are like $20 CDs max. And when I checked, I was like, it's not $20 CDs anymore. I don't know what happened between like the last years, because most of them I got them like last year. So yeah, and I was like, I checked the price just for fun, and I was like, all right, there's something going on. But yeah, let's not waste more of our time, and let's start with the first one. So some of them I had more album from the band, so I just grabbed them also to show them to y'all, so you have an idea the band. To take some screenshot, because I'm in editing, so I just took my other phone and took some pictures so I can show them to y'all. Alright, so this first one is Martyr. If you don't know who are Martyr, this is just open in my face. Alright. Basically, Martyr is a French Canadian band. It's pronounced Martyr in French, and it's basically a technical death metal band from Quebec. I think it's from my area. I'm not sure, but I think it's from my area. But yeah, basically this is the first one. It's their first like official like studio album, and it's on their OG label, if you want to say label, because it's not really a label. It's literally just music Daniel Cote, so it's just the name of the dude that produced the album. And this one is it's not the most expensive. I think it's like in the less expensive, to be honest with y'all. Yeah, it's going for around $40 on Discog. I think you can see that. Might put that a bit down. Yeah, you can see the title is up there. But yeah, it's going for around $40. I mean, it's fair enough, because it's still a pretty rare album if you're out of Quebec or Canada in general, because it wasn't like that big of a band back in the day. Now it's, it managed to get its place, and I never watched them live or anything, but it's not bad. It's from '97, so. But I do have these two albums also that I just dropped. These are more recent ones. These are from this one is a compilation, I think. Not sure. It says 99 to 2006 in the back. It might be like a collection or something. And this one is a simple album from 06. And these still have some value. This one is around 14 on Discog. It's not expensive or anything. If it's a compilation, it's totally normal. Compilation are usually less expensive. And next we got Feeding the Abscess. Yeah. And this one actually, I was surprised because it's still in the $30 range. It's not that bad for real. I was kind of surprised. But yeah, it's not bad. It's technical death metal. You have to like this kind of music. But you see they got on the Gallia record. Yeah, they went on a more big label compared to their first one. But yeah, these are not bad, you know, it's basic music. You like it or you don't. Next is a really obscure one. It's post-hardcore, emo post-hardcore, if you like this kind of music. I really do. And this one actually has no record on Discog. It's not even on the app. And it's an EP from 04 from the band Daylight Time, The Memory of AIDS. And it's like really DIY CDR and all. It's not bad. It's for real, it's really not bad. I kind of want to make you listen to it since it's so obscure. There's no real problem about that. But yeah, there's no record on YouTube or anything. It's basically a ghost of the internet. It might be the only copy left unheard. We don't know. I'm guessing the band member at least have one copy. But yeah, so it's a really rare one, and I did put it on Apple Music, so I can listen to it wherever I want. And yeah, just gonna like put a random song. You know, it sound, you know, demo. You know, it's not the best quality, but it's not bad. You know. No, it's really in the emo post-hardcore scene. It's early 2004. It's like around the big boom of emo. I want to make y'all listen to it, you know. No, it's not bad. But yeah, it's not bad, you know. It's obscure. It's not bad. There's five songs. Yeah, I mean, I found that at the thrift store for 50 cents, and actually it was under another disc. You know, I bought the disc. It was a each one on set. I think it's also in like pop punk scene more. It's still kind of obscure. And when I got home, I just checked, and it was a bonus CD, I guess. And I tried to check online, and nothing. I checked on Discog, everything. Wasn't able to find anything, so I'm probably one of the only ones. So yeah, like I said, I only found that disc. So this cover is homemade. It's not the original artwork. That's why it's kind of like blank and there's nothing. I don't even know. Maybe the disc was just sent out like that with nothing. It's a CDR, so it might have been like that. Maybe just with the front paper and you know the like slim cases. But I don't know. And I was thinking actually about sorry for my voice, making some repress, some kind of like bootleg unofficial press, but just give them for the underground people, because I know some people want them. So yeah, I might just press some and gave them away under like trade and stuff. But yeah, you might find one of these one day somewhere. Just saying. But yeah, it's a pretty nice one. I took some time on this one, but I kind of like it. You know, it's kind of a unique piece in my collection. Next one, we're going into black metal, like totally different, with Fortress and Metal Noir Québécois. That English people say Metal Noir Québécois, but it's Metal Noir Québécois, since it's literally in French. and the title in the back, you know, La Moisson de la Liberté, Une nuit pour la prairie, ça, patrie, la flamme et le lys, de sang et de volonté, métal noir québécois, honneur et tradition. So yeah, as you can see, I'm from Quebec, so it's easier for me to speak French. But yeah, this one is pretty cool. It's not like the most expensive one. I did saw some sell for good money, but I think I got this one in like a lot. I think it was late last year. I'm not like 100% sure. Just let me find it. Yes, okay. So, you know, if you look, it's selling for around, you know, the median price is 29, but, you know, someone sold it for 72 bucks. There's a copy for sale for 100 bucks. I thought it was kind of funny. And yeah, on eBay, there was one sold listing for 70 bucks. So, you know, it might get a bit more expensive, but I don't think it's ever going to be in some crazy stuff. It's still a really nice piece for a black metal enjoyer. But yeah, Métal Noir Québécois. Ou Métal Noir Québécois, devrais-je dire. Next, we're going to people arguing over if it's like deathcore or I think it's like tech death. I'm not sure. You know, it's kind of in the peak of deathcore, so I'm not sure about that. But it's As Blood Run Black. This one's actually from, I think the band is from Quebec. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure they're from Quebec. From my research, this is the third pressing from what I had found. Selling on eBay were like crazy. I was kind of like, what is that? You know, because on this card it says 45 median price, and the higher price was 126 for the third pressing, like I said. And on eBay I was like, nah, that made no sense. I know price on eBay are kind of crazy, but like, bro, 300 bucks, seriously? I don't think so. But yeah, so you know, I'm staying within the 50 bucks range. I think it's more what it's worth. Was that 50 I said? No, lost, yeah. Around 45, 50 bucks. Maybe a bit more, but I don't think it's worth anything near more than 100 bucks. So yeah, it's pretty good. Next, yeah, I'm not too much talking about the album. I'm kind of like to dig to the best one. The best one are in the end. Then the last one are like crazy. I was just shocked, man. I was like, that make no sense. Next one is actually another CD I found in a barn, like vintage barn. I don't know how you call that. Just like selling random stuff, and in it there was just that. I was like, try again. Heaviest reward. What is this? That's punk for sure. You know, it's a punk style and everything. I was like, you know, I'm gonna grab it. It was $3. I was like, nah, can't be bad, you know. So I grabbed it and I did not check it. Sometimes I don't check. I don't really care about it. And when I checked, I was kind of surprised because the price are crazy. Just let me find it. Yeah, I did not put everything correctly in my stuff. But yeah. Did I? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's white this time, but median price of 19 bucks. Hey, 90 bucks. $90, 90 bucks, not 19. But yeah, 90 bucks. When I was like, what? Highest 210 bucks. That made no sense. But that looks like it's what it's worth. You know, the lowest was 47. Yeah, 47. So I mean, it's worth at least 50 bucks. And I did find one listing on eBay for $100, but it's not sold. So I'm not. I don't take that in count. But yeah. So I was pretty surprised to find this. $3, and it's not bad. It's like skate punk. It's a split album from like a underground band from Quebec. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I was kind of happy. I remember when I got this one, the same day I found other like underground Canadian and hardcore punk band from Quebec. So I was like, not bad, not bad. It was a pretty good day. Next one. Now we're going into the emo scene, post-hardcore. These are the more interesting stuff. So yeah, My Chemical Romance. I'm gonna not check. It's I Brought You Bullet, You Brought Me Your Love, if I remember well. Yeah, I think it's that. Sometime I'm not sure, but yeah. Brought you my bullet, you brought me your love. Yeah. Alright. This one is actually in a sleeve because I'm kind of crazy and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sleeve that. But the most expensive one doesn't even have a sleeve because I learned it was that expensive yesterday. Yeah. So this one, it's in the first pressing. It's one of the OG pressing, and it's worth around. Just let me find it. Yeah, it's kind of. No. Okay, it's this one. The median price is a crazy $136. I paid $50 for this one. You know, I kind of paid money. You know, it was like $50 for one disc. I wasn't even sure about taking it, but I was like, I won't find another one at this price. So I grabbed it. I'm pretty happy seeing how much it's worth. But yeah, man, it's in the OG pressing with the band website on the spine. But yeah, $136, and the highest was $295 for a signed one though. But yeah, I was pretty happy to find this one. It's a pretty nice piece. You know, you don't see that often. I did not check selling on eBay because there was too much bootleg and weird stuff. So it was kind of like, yeah. So it's not bad. I know some pressing are less expensive, like under $100. So yeah, it's a pretty nice one. I do have these two albums from the band too. My Chemical Romance, Three Cheers for Some, and the Black Parrot. I do have the sleeve for this one. It's not on the disc right now, and it's actually pretty clean. This one, you know, it's in a fair condition. These are not worth that much, like $10 CDs, not more than that. I think this one is maybe worth a bit more because it's the first pressing with the sleeve and all. But yeah, so you know, these are okay. I still prefer the first one. I think the sound is better. It has more of a you know, that early sound that I like. That I think the two other just kind of lost with the more like mainstream. Hey, it's still not bad, but I prefer the other one. Next, it's a technical death metal band from Quebec again, and this one is the original first pressing. You know, with no barcode from the band release. This one's from '95, and it's worth around, I think, $140 if I remember well. I think that was 140. Like I said, I kind of just take screenshot and didn't check. Oh yeah, okay, right here. $140. You know, at one point, one sold it for $32 and one sold for $250. It's kind of crazy. And there was no sale on eBay, so it's kind of like in a, I'm not sure, you know, it's surely worth around $100. And I actually got this one in a lot. I did not even know about the band at this point. and I paid $20 for the lot. It was crazy, like death metal and stuff from the 90s. Was original pressing of the section. Dismember, I think was Nail Gun, I think. No, what's the name of the band? Nail. It's something Nail. There was some Napalm Death. All original pressing from the 90s. Really nice piece. I was kind of like, what? Most of the CDs were worth like $50 and more. So I was kind of, there was some like, I think it was, there was some like French Canadian band. I just don't remember the name. But yeah, it was just crazy stuff for $20. But yeah, this one is not too bad. And next are actually the craziest disc. Like, it's crazy. If you wanted them, I think you're cooked. Because these were like cheap, really, not long ago. So you got both of them for like under $10 each. And yesterday, after I found out about the other one, I was like, I'm gonna check some real quick. That's why I did not bring all of them, because there's probably more I just don't know yet. But yeah, when I saw the price, I was kind of like, wait a minute, bro. I don't think so. We got Alice in there. This one has a really long bend, Unfurl Wing of Vanity anyways. Alright. This one, I paid like $8 for it. I'm happy I did. Next, the Emptiness. How much do you think it's worth? My Emptiness, actually, I made it a jewel case for it, because I don't want to break the DG pack. So yeah, this one is gonna go there. But I like Alice. This is a great band. It's peak emo, post-hardcore. It's art. It's, you can't mess with these. But when I saw the price, I was like, who's gonna buy that? All right, first. First. A while back I checked on Discog and was like checking real quick, expensive disc in my collection, and I saw the Emptiness, $50 in median, almost $50. I was like, what's going on? Highest $210. That made no sense. So I checked the other one. I was like, because I know there's like a resurgence or something with emo, post-hardcore and stuff, like MySpace era. I was like, all right, I'm gonna check the other one. It said that it's worth around this one. Yeah, around $25. I was like, all right, not too bad. But the other one, I saw the sale on eBay. I was like, I'm gonna check on eBay just for fun. Then I was slapped in the face with this kind of sale. It's sold. It's in Canadian though. 164 Canadian and 253 Canadian. What the hell is going on here? These were worth $20 last year. What the heck happened between these two? The last year, the heck happened? I don't understand. Like I said, I know there's some kind of like resurgence with the genre, and people like are nostalgic and stuff. But like all of this sold one were like 100 and more. It's like, that made absolutely no sense, man. But I mean, I'm happy, but I just don't understand why it's so expensive. I know people are greedy and are like, that's getting popular, I'm gonna sell it for an instant price because there's not a lot of people selling it, and it take 1% who's gonna buy at that price, and every other seller are gonna be perfect. We're gonna sell it that price too, and higher, always higher. If you know the band, what is the band name? I need to remember. They made the song Dear Rest, I'm So Sorry. It's speak, emo, post-hardcore. You know, find it. Because this band is like the perfect example. The disc was worth nothing a couple years ago, and it just exploded. Yeah. Picture Me Broken. That band. I just want to show you the picture. If you know this album, it's the only one they made with another EP, I think they made also. And you know, that album was worth like $20 a couple of years ago, and suddenly someone, I'm gonna sell it $40. That, but nah. And now it's selling for $400. Like, why? And you're like, $400 for that disc? That made no sense. I don't understand. You know, like I said, it's probably someone that sold it for that price. There's always someone that's gonna buy it, and it just explode the price. Now it's you can't buy it at that price. It's just crazy. But yeah, on that, this was for the Allison part. I'm really sorry if you like the band and you wanted their album, because I think it's too late. Maybe it's gonna go down at some point, but you know, these albums, they don't make repress, or they're gonna make like vinyl. People are tired of vinyl. It's expensive, it takes space, it's fragile. People are just starting to be like, I'm tired of that. Or they just did not make them on vinyl, so you're just like, I'm gonna grab the CD, but the CD is getting expensive, so yeah. And the next one, it's now the grail of my collection. Like I said, I learned how much it was worth yesterday. I thought it was worth $20. I was wrong. Really wrong. The Messenger. I think it's Let's Get Dangerous. Yeah, Let's Get Dangerous. I listened to that album, I think it was like last month, in my car going to work. I was like, yeah, that's not bad. Put it in like the side thing on my door. I did not care. Like, that's a $20 album. You know, it's good. It's really, really good. If you never listen to it, go take a listen. Don't search Messenger on Apple Store, on the Apple Music, because for some reason it was like mixed up with some kind of like hip-hop band or something. So just search the album name, Let's Get Dangerous, and you're gonna find it. And go listen to it. It's really, really good. It's from 2008, and it's like peak emo, post-hardcore, like neon emo. Like it's crazy. You know, the artwork just scream like peak. And it's on the label Crazy Lucky. I think it's a pretty small label that don't exist anymore. And you know, it's kind of like just forgotten album. You know, you don't see that. You don't heard people talk about the Messenger. You know, when is the last time someone talked to you about this one? Probably never. So you know, I grabbed that in a local antique store. That's the name I was looking for a couple of minutes ago. And you know, I was looking in boxes. I know the owner of the shop. You know, just looking at some discs, and I saw that. I was like a $8 stickers, or 6, maybe less. There's still like the sticky stuff on it, and there was a little thing written emo on it. Like, yeah, all right, emo. So you listen to the disc and write what it is, or check on Discog and put some kind of price. And it was probably in this shop for a while, because it was like under other bugs that you just don't care about. They're just there. And yesterday I was on the internet and I was like looking if I could find any MySpace, emo, post-hardcore stuff from the early 2000, late, I mean the 2000 in general. And you know, it put me on some like eBay stuff, random page, and there was this album. This was the first one. It was like $300. Let me I took a screenshot when I saw that. I was like, that made no sense. Yeah, you know, they showed me that. I crop it, but I was like, hey, $350. Who's gonna pay for that? Who's the crazy? It said The Messenger, Leslie Dangerous CD, rare, 2008. The heck you mean rare? I paid that $8. It's just another one of these emo band that people have forgotten about. I said 59 watcher. I was like, all right. I was interested. I was like, all right. So I checked the name of the band. I checked the album on eBay and I clicked sold listing. And I was like, ooh, what's going on? I saw that bid. It was an auction too. 47 bids, sold on the 31st of July 2026. So it was like last week. It said rare, The Messenger, Let's Get Zeros, pre-owned. $258. It's like, what the heck is that? $258 for that? That's crazy. And under that, Let's Get Dangerous promo, like just the cardboard and the disc, even the case, $280. I was like, nah, what's going on? And I checked, you know, and it seems like it's actually really a search for album, you know, people want it. But I did not understand, because when I check on Discog, you know, it put me like, just let me find it again, this one, it put me like $25 median value, you know. But under it said 140. I was like, all right, maybe it got some value. Last sold was in April of this year, so maybe it sold for 140. I don't remember. I didn't. What was the last listing? But still, someone on eBay went on the auction. It's 47 bids, and someone paid more than $250 for that. I just don't understand. It's the same thing from Alessana, you know. Not long ago, emo and post-hardcore CD, yeah, there were some rare ones, were expensive already, but now it's just crazy. I just don't understand what happened that year. I got some theory. I'm gonna talk to you about them before I end the video. But one of my theory is the tour, or the show when we were young or something like that, with a bunch of like emo band from the 2000 were playing like their old album, and I think that kind of like made everyone nostalgic, and new people learn about this music and listen to it and be like, that's pretty good. And I think that's kind of like exploded the general audience of this kind of music, and people just start selling them and asking for more expensive price now that it's popular, and it kind of just exploded at that point, and now it's just crazy. It makes just no sense. But yeah, that's what I think happened, because if it's not that, I don't know. But yeah, so The Messenger, man, $250, and even the Alessana it sold for like more than 200. It's just crazy, you know. I checked the other album. I think the first one from Alessana was like, someone was sold it for like $400. I was like, you know, I'm happy I paid cheap for them, And that kind of made me want to go back to the antique store and check if he doesn't have any other secret emo album in there, you know. Maybe he got something. So I might go check, make some trade with the guy. That's what I usually do, because sometimes his prices are not that expensive, but you know, when you can trade, you trade. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep you updated on that. Thanks for watching. I know the video was kind of like random, and I just went from that to that to that. It's been like almost a year since I made a video, and I made a video really rarely. I might try to make some more in the future, but for now I'm just gonna keep it to small, quick. It's been 35 minutes. What I'm saying, you know, video about music mostly. Last time I talked about cassette tape. I might do an update on that, because I did sold a bunch and buy a bunch of new one. I do some like quick video when I find some stuff, maybe you know, just quick update on my collection, new album I buy, brand new ones, or you know, use that one. I did order some really nice one last time. I should have made a video, because it was like a crazy purchase I made. I think it cost me like $200 for the whole thing. It was like Fall of Troy, Pierce the Veil, Chiedos, This Day Forward, you know, crazy emo, post-hardcore stuff, all brand new. But yeah, I did order some pretty nice stuff. I have the April Loves Affair. I think it's the manner in which I Scream Goodbye album that's coming on CD. This month I think it's gonna be sad. There's some other like more obscure emo. I got some deathcore too and stuff on CDs. So yeah, I might do some update with these and other stuff I buy online. I buy a bunch of stuff, you know. I start collecting toys and stuff, so might do some update on that. But yeah, thanks for watching. I do play games. I might do some gaming video. I tried to make one yesterday, and everything was just glitching on my PC, so I just ended up just almost exploding my computer. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. You can like if you want. If you don't, that's okay. If you want to write something in the comment, if you want to ask me about some CDs, about something, anything, if you want to see a specific genre of this, you know, most of my collection is metal, post-hardcore, emo, punk, it's pretty much around that, all these genre. But yeah, I got like 1,000 CDs. If you want to see my setup I use to listen to my music or anything, let me know. I will be happy to show this to y'all. And yeah, thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day, and hope you can find some of these for cheap. Keep a lookout for them.